Wish I had a girl waiting for me somewhere.
Doesn't feel like a Calends, does it?
Not so many ways we can make the evenings more interesting out here. At least we've got some food.
That reminds me. Oh, never mind.
Of course, that spear thrust took care of those desires last summer. Well, at least being able to satisfy them.
That pig with the burnt cheek, been loitering about the village, getting very friendly with my woman. May have to talk to him.
That brings up old memories of Barbo. We used to love patrolling the back end of the village. The gropium was cheap and the ale plentiful.
I do miss the old fishmonger. Well, his daughter. Woof! I didn't mind the smell. And her eyes made a man forget such things anyway.
Where's the lad? Must be tower duty.
There is nothing holy to these heathens, save blood and plunder, perhaps. Savages.
We'd need to force every man in the Shire to carry a blade and serve in a permanent field. It's just not feasible.
Trade you silks and spice on a Monday, come back and gut you on the next. Treacherous curs.
Terrible waste, though. Half the crops rot because the farmhands are needed defending against reavers. The lean season will be trying.
They made sport of the abbot, tying him to an ox and throwing axes till they'd martyred him. It was all a game to them.
Pragmatic, murdering whoresons. Before I forget,
I've heard they even murder slaves sometimes, to accompany the deceased in the next life, or some such nonsense.
Slit a goose's throat, get me new boots, Thor.
that scout we captured swore their dead Jarl must have made too much noise in his mound. Like he was still alive and feasting. Said that must have given him away.
Would our god accept a bargain? If I slit a bullock's throat and pray for the Danes to leave? Didn't Abraham do that kind of thing?
You notice how they jump whenever someone mentions trolls? As if such things were real. We really should use it, though.
Bloody pagans. Right.
Indeed. Times change. The nuns even use silk thread to sew us up. Very expensive. It does hold a fine stitch, though, and disappears all on its own.
The leeches would probably agree, though I'm not sure about them. Much rather trust in God and the power of prayer. Usually try both to be safe.
That and a good course of leeches. I've done with knife-wielding madmen. Almost died after the last bleeding. Just wouldn't stop gushing.
I've always thought that chants are the way to go. Repeated 9 times, of course. Especially for bad cases. None of this quick and easy modern cure-all nonsense.
There is that. Got me thinking about the maggots we used to carry with us into the fray. It's all herbs and honey now, but by God, the maggots worked.
You know, it's getting to the point they'll try most anything. I heard they fed him boiled fox gall. I mean, great for leprosy, but for flux.
All well and good, but some would argue for the blood of a martyr in these cases. And some of King Edmund's blooded soil is still being sold, cheapside.
Fair enough. Mind you, the old alderman was a great believer in the wax of bees, and he was no fool. Wax applied while reciting masses guaranteed recovery.
We really need some of the old wisdom these days. I always make sure to invoke Woden, just in case. Even after applying leeches.
The poor priests up the coast, half of them murdered in the chapel, the rest taken in chains to some ungodly heathen lands.
Worse than rabid dogs.
Almost I could believe in old Caesar's idea to lob flaming oil pots onto their ships. Hard to do when they stay just out of range and fill you with arrows.
Love to raid their homes, bastards.
The Frisians have a neat trick. Burn or steal their ships. Too late to stop them, but if they can't escape, they can be picked off slowly.
The worst is, I've broken bread with them when they've come trading. And they're damned merry fellows.
Christians everywhere should band together, lead a force to the heathen lands, and force them to embrace Christ. Kill those that won't.
Herring-chewing bilge rats.
They'll get theirs, eventually.
They wait till we're busy harvesting, shearing, praying. Whenever we're at our most vulnerable, they saunter in and cause maximum havoc.
Gave the sea wolves a bloody nose a few weeks back. Thought they'd take easy plunder at St. Ket's. But the gate held, and we rode them down to a man. Right.
Oh, it's boring as bricks round here.
Not sure about you lot, but I'd rather shag a bear than tickle a Dane woman. There's no doubting which is the fiercer.
Hope the stew's hot today.
I come from mining country. We didn't have much company, if you follow. The first time I set foot in London.